Wait, I'm here. I'm here.
Come closer.
I'm blocking the car.
You can block the car. Come a little closer.
Wait, I can't
Don't
see.
make me turn.
Look, there's all of these.
Holy shit.
You've been live.
Oh my God.
Did you not know?
I didn't know. Here, move closer here.
We were getting
There you go.
coffee.
Yeah, we were getting coffee. Well, she was getting coffee, and I was sitting here staring at the screen. Did you guys see me just staring at the screen? I didn't know we were live.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hurry up your
Rev up
puffy.
your puffy. Okay, Tony.
All right.
So, what are you doing? What's
Wait,
up, CJ? Wait,
You got because
I
people
can't
are only
see,
seeing
but I
like
can't see the screen.
half your head.
But I can't see the screen. I need new glasses. I can't see. I can't read any of these if I'm far away. So I'm leaning forward. I'm blind. Let's see. Uh-oh, we're on the big TV, Tony. You should have shaved.
I should have shaved. I should have done a lot of things. I've made mistakes all through my life, and that was one of them.
I told you to shave. Okay.
You're always telling me what to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm super bossy.
Johnny Carson is dead. Of course I'm bigger than him.
No. No. Okay, so what are you talking about now? It's hot out here.
I don't know. It is hot.
My hair's all
we're in the
frizzy.
backyard. We got mosquitoes. I got this like mosquito candle thing that's really not doing any good. But I got my coffee. So
So, what's up, Dave? Okay, Tony. What do you want to talk about?
Uncle Kathy's head is blocking the screen.
I'm blocking the screen.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. Get over here. Come here. There you
But
go.
I can't see it.
They want to see you. They don't want to look at me. They want to see you.
It's like glaring on me.
No, it's good though. It's good. It's good. Come on. Here. All right, here. I'll turn it slightly this way. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Awesome.
Look how giant your hand looks.
I have big hands.
Well, no, it's the way that camera is.
I'm
Okay.
sweating.
You're back to hiding again. Here, we're just gonna keep. It's the Uncle Kathy show.
Okay. I'm all sweaty. All right. I can't. Stop. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Stop. I don't want to be. I don't want to be on. Your lungs sound good, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay. Put on the seatbelts, Tony. Tony.
What? Yeah, what?
Are you paying attention?
No, you're supposed to be reading the. I can't read and
Tony.
talk to these at the same time. You have to do that.
Which Hemi's the best Hemi? Rev up your lungs, Tony. It's too hot back here. My hair is all frizzy.
It's really hot back here.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it's like 300 degrees. I just got out of the shower and I'm still like wet.
Okay. Like, this is nothing gonna fix this. Okay. Show us your camelids, Tony. Yeah, it's a little humid. Like, look at this. It's crazy.
You look good like that though.
No, look at how frizzy my hair is.
Yeah, it's cool. You look like you just got out of the box
truck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot out here, Tony.
This guy says we're the best. Unity Motorsports says we're the best channel on YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
Okay.
We planned it that way.
Are you gonna buy a late model car now, Tony?
Am I gonna what?
Are you going to buy a late model car now?
Not a prayer. Not a chance.
It's not gonna happen?
No.
Okay, what happened to the kayak? We gotta talk about Steve.
Steve. Oh.
Because you created a
I created a
problem.
No, it was actually Steve's stunt double that was killed in the kayak explosion. Steve himself is actually alive.
Steve's fine. He had to work.
Nothing wrong with Steve. Yeah, he had to work.
Lon says it's hot in Ohio too. Thanks. Thanks, Lon. It's crazy hot here. Why are we doing this outside?
I don't know. Just so that
You sweaty.
we had. I know, but
I'm sweaty.
this way we'd have a different background.
Okay.
It's cool. We're sweaty, and we're wearing glasses.
Yeah. All right, Tony. Okay, now Steve is fine. Some people got upset. They thought he was dead.
Yeah.
But he's not. He
No.
had to work, so he couldn't film that day.
It was his stunt double that was killed in the kayak explosion.
Yeah, so everybody needs to chill about that.
Yeah.
All right, what else did you need to talk about? We didn't do Bottle Rocket today. Why?
Lamb Chop had to help out at an old age home. Actually, there was a car show or something at an assisted living facility. I think they call them now. And
Okay.
Would I drive a Christine 1980 Plymouth Fury? I mean, I would. And I'm not really into those cars, but sure.
Can you see that?
So anyway, Lamb Chop had to. He volunteered at a nursing home today, and so we'll shoot Bottle Rocket tomorrow. But I worked on Bottle Rocket all morning. We got okay. So what was that?
Can you do his cold start on the car back there?
I'll talk about the car back there in a minute. Well, in a few minutes. We'll get to that. So at any rate, I worked on Bottle Rocket this morning. The motor is the short block is in, the cam is in. I'll talk about the cam in the next installment. The 4-speed is in, the shifter is in. It's all in just to be mocked up. We've got all the linkages worked out. Now we've got to take it all apart, put a clutch in it. Clutch should be in tomorrow. So the car's it's inching closer. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get it done. The first week of September like we had planned, but it's going to be really close to it. So
Nathan Stickney says, "Have a beer on me."
Well, thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. I'll have I can have like 5 good beers on him.
Can we
Thanks.
get some ice cubes? It's hot.
Yeah, go get it. You want to chew on ice cubes?
Give me that drink.
Oh, here.
Give it to me. Thank you. Oh. Okay.
How come I'm going to talk about my 73? We will. It's actually we're planning on doing a whole video series on that car once we've gotten through some of our other ones on resurrecting cars that have been sitting and making them roadworthy and do all that other stuff. So yeah, there's plenty to come. Every car, we have 13 cars and trucks in the fleet, and every single one of them is going to be featured. Yeah, they all need work, right? There's only one of me to go around. But every single one of them is going to get featured at one time or another down the road.
2 Uncle Tonys in one day.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to convert a crash box to hydraulic clutch.
I think Bottle Rocket is going to run definitely. I think we're going to get an 1190, 1180 out of it on motor. We're definitely, if I got to throw the crankshaft on the ground a dozen times to get a 10-second time slip out of it, that's what we're going to do.
Rich Discoveries. It's not much, but it provides towards what you get. Blah, but put it towards what you do. Great, no bullshit information. You motivated me to film some of the classics around our shop as well. I don't speak any tech, just shared some hot rods.
Awesome. Thank you, Rich. And check out his channel, Rich Discoveries.
Rich Discoveries. We have to check that out.
We will.
Okay. Does Kathy want a new car? No, I really don't. I don't.
Oh, hey, wait. But before we get, guys, hold off on the comments for a second.
What?
The chick in England.
Yes.
Let's talk about her.
Link. All right. Well, here.
Listen.
It's on my phone.
Okay, so randomly, right? This thing pops up on her Facebook.
Yeah.
On what?
Mopar Ladies.
Mopar Ladies. Okay, and it's a picture of a woman in a wheelchair, and she's wearing an Uncle Tony's Garage T-shirt, right? So her name is.
Hang on, I'm finding it.
Hang on.
I'm finding it. Just give me 1 second.
Well, we'll get to her name in a minute. She has
Sarah Cheevers.
Sarah Cheevers.
Chivers.
Cheevers or Chivers. I don't know.
Sure.
It doesn't make any difference. And
so here's the picture if anybody can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it. She's wearing a UTG t-shirt.
Okay, so here's the situation with Sarah. Okay, she's trying to raise money for a mobile scooter. She has some sort of degenerative disease that's got her landed in the wheelchair now. She was an active car person. She's out there with her cars, working on her cars, driving her cars. She has 3 kids. You know, she, like she's about as like, you know,
She has myalgic encephalomyelitis.
yeah, she has this
12 years.
unpronounceable disease. But
Yeah.
if you go to her page, you can read about the details of this.
I'm gonna put it in the comments. The
yeah.
link to her GoFundMe page.
Yeah. So she's got a GoFundMe page. She's trying to raise 2,000 of that English money with the symbol, whatever they call it, and she had like $210 or 210 of the weird symbol money.
260.
She has 260 of the weird symbol money, and she needs 2,000 of the weird symbol money.
Right.
Yeah. To buy a mobility scooter. Right now, she's stuck in the house. She literally can't leave the house, and she describes it in her GoFundMe because of the way her property is pitched. She actually can't physically roll up and down this thing. So please, guys, you know, go over there and take a look at it. I know this is a real deal. You know what I mean? If you could help her out, please do. Right?
Yeah, we want to help her.
Yeah.
Viewers.
So, okay, so let's get back to this.
Okay. British pound sterling, Tony.
British pound sterling. That's the funny symbol money, because I don't know.
It's too hot for us. Our brains are melting. All right.
Episode on 69 Chargers. My first car, the first car I built was a 69 Charger. Yeah, we'll definitely do second generation Charger stuff as it comes along. Did I race Sunrise Highway in Long Island? Sunrise Highway was done by the time I came along. They stopped racing on Sunrise Highway in like the middle 70s, 76, 77, 78. And so no, I never ran there.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. It's Sarah Chivers. That's
Chivers,
right? You know, look her up on Facebook or.
Yeah, she's on Facebook.
Yeah,
that's where I found it. Kathy, not mad at you hitting the brakes so hard? Nope. No, no, I'm not mad.
She's used to be being an asshole.
I've been in worse.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Let's see. 69 Torino Unibody?
Cooped in. When's the new merch coming?
Oi.
We're going as fast as we can. You know, like literally. You gotta understand, right? This is her and I, okay?
Yeah.
We make these videos. We put these cars together. We run the house. We take care of the dogs. You have no idea.
And our kids just moved here from Arizona, so it's
and our
kids busy.
Right, exactly. So I got my grandkids that are here now, and it's like, so you know, it's hectic. But yeah, new merch. We're planning on a whole new line of merch come October.
Yeah, I have all the designs in my head. I just got to get them on the computer.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of ideas that came from you guys too. So you know, we appreciate that. Zip ties, as many as zip ties. Yeah, actually, look, I'm glad you mentioned zip ties. So this is going on the dashboard of Bottle Rocket. Oh wow, it's backwards.
Oh the camera is filming backwards.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is
maybe it'll come out right when they view it.
I don't know. Is this forwards or backwards?
I don't know.
Okay. We have to hold this up to a mirror, I guess. So yeah, so this is going right on the dashboard of Bottle Rocket to give you know, put it right in the catch up there, right? And
okay,
give
it is backwards.
some inspiration.
Yeah, we're backwards.
Yeah.
Tony. It's blurry. You didn't hold it nice.
I didn't hold it nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's backwards. It doesn't matter how nice I fucking hold the thing.
You're making the camera freak out. All right. Okay, so you didn't do Bottle Rocket today, because why?
We're going to do.
Okay.
Actually, Finnegan's Death Metal Charger. Yeah, I was actually just watching that last night. I thought it was pretty cool. General Lee versus Bluesmobile. Oh, the Bluesmobile. Cop suspension, cop brakes, cop everything, you know.
I loved when you told the car to mind its fucking business.
I mean, I've driven, I've worked on new cars, you know, up until about, I guess it was maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I was a regular mechanic, you know. I've been daily driving vintage cars for, you know, a long time. But it's like, I'm not, you know, new cars aren't foreign to me. It's just that after you've done nothing but drive these things, you know, 7 days a week, it's all you drive, you get into something new and it's a whole different kind of weird experience.
I don't know why some of these comments are, I have to approve them. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I must have hit a button. What's the best drag strip you've been to on the East Coast?
Best times always came from Atco. Atco always, because you're right there in the middle of the Pine Barrens, so the air at Atco is always really good. The traction was always really good.
Let's see. Uncle Tony, Uncle Kathy, did you get the pics I emailed you of my vitamin C orange 69 Roadrunner? I did not see them. I probably need to open up that email because honestly, I get like, how many emails do we get a day?
We get stupid number of emails
Right.
every day, right?
And right now, I'm the only one that's monitoring all the messages, like between.
And she's illiterate.
I'm not illiterate. between Facebook messaging, Instagram messaging, and emails, it's a lot. And there's just some I just can't get to. But I'm gonna try and go over them. I'll check and see if I can find them. Okay. Let's see. Hey, he has a fruit salad, Tony.
Oh shit! You know, watermelon would have been really good.
I know.
I've been on a watermelon kick lately.
How come? Let's see. Have you ever raced in Arizona, Tony?
Yeah, your car's always a tenth faster than Atco. Yeah, mine. Yeah. Oh, Alpha, what's going on, man? I didn't realize it was you.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Roll up your cigarettes, Tony.
This guy says, you're strictly Mopar. Everything I own is Mopar. 100% everything I own is Mopar. Everything I will ever own is Mopar. I don't plan on owning ever anything that isn't a classic era, meaning 1960 or 1980 Chrysler product. But I work on everything. I have experience with everything. I have knowledge about everything. And the channel so far.
About everything.
What's that?
You have knowledge about everything.
I have knowledge about everything. It's
No,
the aliens put it in there.
No,
They
you don't.
implanted
You
this.
have knowledge about everything.
So, but you know, we do Mopar stuff because that's what's available to us right now. As the channel grows and I can get out and do more things, we will work with other cars and other, you know. But again, see, we're limited. You know, it's a matter of time, it's a matter of money, it's a matter of manpower. So we can only do so much.
Why not Chevy, Tony? They're asking why not Chevy. Chevy guys feel like they're not getting attention.
Yeah,
now
it's
we got
words
four
back
friends. What?
Why not Chevy? I'm not a Chevy guy.
We're working on.
I've built countless Chevys. I had a deal to tune a Chevy Top Fuel car. I guess maybe it's going back maybe 8 or 10 years ago. So a friend of mine, Dick Gaylord, and then he just up and died before he could finish the car. But yeah, I mean, you know, I have experience with Chevys. I just don't own any Chevys.
Well, and if we get Eric Jackson to.
Oh yeah, if we get Eric Jackson to get off his ass and start making YouTube videos within the Uncle Tony's Garage network. What's that?
If he gets off his ass.
Yeah. Of course, he's busy restoring carburetors in his business, VintageMuscleCarParts.com.
Right. Yeah, he does beautiful work.
But he's a Chevy guy. He's you know.
I don't like having to approve comments. Why is that happening?
I don't know. Maybe they put that on us because community standards. Oi!
I don't know, but that didn't happen the last few times. But I'm approving everything, so. Let's see. What else did you have to talk about?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Your brother's channel.
Oh, my brother's channel, Normal James. Okay, my brother's watching this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He never comments though.
Yeah, James, if you're watching, comment, right? So he lives up in New Jersey, and he wants to do a YouTube channel called what?
Normal James's Garden.
Normal James's Garden. He's a landscaper. He's a gardener, landscaper. He's like really talented. You know, he like the way I am with cars is the way he is with, like, you know,
trees,
fucking shit that grows. It's amazing what he does, right? So he wants to do a channel called Normal James's Garden. You know, he back in the day, my friends tagged him as Normal James.
Right, Uncle Normal James.
Uncle Normal James. Right, exactly.
Says, right.
So, but Kim, his wife, doesn't want to do it. Kim, what's up with that? You know, Kathy just dropped this on me, like, you know, just right before we went on here. So, like, I can't really digest what's going on. Let him do it. He'll be a YouTube sensation, growing stuff all over the place. It'll be crazy.
On film? Yeah. All right. Does your brother grow wheat? No. He's normal.
He's normal. It's Normal James, right?
Okay. So, all right. What else, Tony? Hi from Mexico. Hi, Eric. I smell. What does that smell?
Me.
No, you took a shower.
I did. I just got out of the shower.
Lamb Chops World. Lamb Chops got a channel now.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go through all of the channels. You got Stickman's
Okay.
Garage. If you haven't gone and subscribed to Stickman's Garage, he does mostly Fords, low dollar drag racing stuff, a lot of Fox body stuff. Stickman's Garage. Go over there and you know. Then we got Revin Evan. Another good friend of mine. I know Evan for 35 years. He does all his late model stuff. He does exotic stuff. He does like Lamborghinis and you know, Fords and all Lamborghinis and Fords.
Lamborghinis and Fords.
To me, it's all the same. It's not an old Dodge. It's a Lamborghini. It's a Ford. It's a Ferrari. It's the same shit. So, but anyway, Evan is all over that shit. Evan was the editor of Muscle Mustangs and Fast Fords for like hundreds of years, and he's like, you know, so Revin Evan, go over there, go check out his channel. Oh God, what else is there?
There's Evan.
I just said I was
Neil.
just talking about Evan. Neil.
Lamb Chop.
Lamb Chop's World. You guys, what you know, Lamb Chop from Project Bottle Rocket. Lamb Chop's World. He's got his thing up now. He's got some video clips that he took at the Tri-Fives last week where he almost got snuffed by a 55 Chevy that tagged the wall like right in front of him. It was pretty cool. Oh God, what else?
And Eric, if his channel may be up
if
and
Eric
coming.
Jackson ever, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see about that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Tony, why did you sell your Mustang after 1 month? You had it more than a month.
No, I had it for about 6 months.
Oh, it's hot. You had it for over a year.
Did I have it for over a year?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. Because at the time I wanted
You
to
had it
go.
about 2 years.
No, we didn't have 2
You
years.
did, 'cause
No.
John was born.
No, we got rid of it after a year.
No.
Trust me, it was a year.
No, John was born.
Whatever it was, I
It
needed.
was about 2 years.
I wanted to go fuel racing. You know, that was all I cared about. So anything having to do with street cars or anything like that was just in the way. So that went, and I dove into the whole nitro thing for too long.
Okay. Let's see. Can you read this, Tony?
Which
You ever work on any diesels?
I've worked on them, yeah.
I can't take this. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like diesels. I just, you know, my life just revolves around these old things.
Okay. Why is it stuck?
You got stuff.
Because it's humid.
So I break for hookers.
What?
I mean, yeah, I hate the idea of having to clean a hooker off the front of my car. So yes, I would definitely break for hookers.
Tony.
Why?
That's not nice. That's not nice.
Best tools and spare parts when carrying a road trip on an old carbureted car. Just basic hand tools. I mean, you know, common sense hand tools.
302 or
302
350.
Ford or a 350 small block Chevy. I would go with the 302 Ford.
How does a kayak explode, Tony?
You know, you'd have to ask Steve's stunt double, but
He didn't-
since he's gone now,
He
we.
wasn't kayaking.
Well, Steve was at work. All right.
He was working.
Yeah.
Why do you lie?
It's because I can get away with it.
Stop lying. Let's see. Hey, I'm on Mott
Weber.
Street.
Oh,
Ooh.
this guy Cole Landine. He wrote a great comment. You know, this is a younger guy. He's like 27. He's all about these Volkswagens. He's got a Baja Bug, and he runs around Arizona with it. And
Cool.
man, I haven't looked at to see if you have any videos up on your channel, but that thing sounds really cool.
What's on Mott Street that's to do? Mott Street. Eat. Go eat.
Hop Key, which was the one that was down in the basement.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. It's really good.
Yeah, we used to eat up on Mott Street often.
Yeah. Can we go inside? It's like I'm drenched.
Well, by the time we move all of this, look, there's 426 people watching us. That's 427.
Uh-oh. Could it be any more humid, Tony? Wohop? Is it Wohop?
Wohop. That's it. Wohop. That's the one downstairs. Their beef with black bean sauce was off the chain.
Why did Cars Illustrated only last for a few years?
Because we couldn't get any advertising.
Because
that's simple.
you were street racing.
Because I was street racing. Because nobody wanted to give us cars or money or anything like that. I got
Tony.
blacklisted from the NHRA. I got blacklisted from every place. It was crazy.
How's
Now it's like,
my next dude.
I'm a street racer. Here, have a TV show on
Right.
a fucking Discovery Channel, right? And back then, you know, it was like, oh, you're a street racer. Oh, yeah. So,
Oh my goodness. I'm dying out here, Tony. You hot?
it's very hot. Suffer for your art. Come on.
Very hot. All right. Have you ever had an early 50s Mopar with a fluid drive or equivalent?
I've never had one, but I've driven them and stuff.
Okay.
Do I like sprint cars? I like them, but I haven't had any exposure to them really. I've never
I'm
been,
dying.
you know, to a
I gotta
sprint
get
car
up.
race. I mean, I dig the whole concept. They're like, you know, like fuel voltage that go around in a circle. But yeah, I just I haven't had the exposure to them.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You see? Okay. I'm back. Okay. Let's see. On the windows, it's hot. Yeah, it is really hot. Okay.
Screw the evil NHRA. Yes. Bastard.
How about that dart behind you? Tony, why don't you talk about the dart?
Mm.
You started it.
The Dart was originally a $12.99 for $12.99 challenge car. So the idea was to build a car for $1,299 that would go $12.99 or better. So we built this thing and
Go ahead,
actually
I
built
can't
it for a profit of around $850. So the whole car complete, sitting there, turnkey, ready to run. We have a profit of about $850.
Why don't you start it?
You want me to start it? I tell you what, I went to start this car
Yeah.
yesterday. The battery was stone cold dead. I had to charge on it for like, I don't know, like 10 hours. Finally got enough juice to start it. And it's got like a little bit of it's cranking out of one of the exhaust tubes.
Start it.
So, well, I'll start it, but it's only running on like 5 cylinders right now.
You do it.
Do you guys want me to try to start this thing?
You should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try
Why
to start it. Okay, hang on.
Do you need me to do
Watch
anything?
this. No, this would be cool. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll keep looking at comments, but I can't see them from here.
Okay.
Do you need help?
Oh, I just stepped in dog shit.
You should clean it up. Yeah, they're saying yes, start the dart. I can read that.
It's going to start.
You right? There you go. Got it? It runs.
Oh.
You step in there.
Okay.
Okay.
You happy now?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. The lady next door just called the police. It's a little loud. Okay, let's see. Why is the video shitty? I don't know.
I don't know.
What's wrong with it? What's it doing?
It's just the lighting. It's where the lighting is.
Yeah, and it's hot back here and we're sweaty.
So at any rate, that's our Slant 6. After Bottle Rocket is up and running, then we're going to get back on this car. We're actually going to take it apart, go through it, freshen everything up, and get it ready to go out. Because it's been sitting for like 2 years or better. We're closer to 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. Should probably get to the truck. Okay. Let's see. We just woke up the grandkids. No, they're not here right
They're
now.
not here.
Let's see.
Maggie, off the table. Maggie.
Let's see.
Oh, shit.
My Buick Straight 8 is out. What should I put in my 51? 51.
My Buick Straight 8 is fucked.
Yeah.
Fix it. Fix it. Nothing's cooler than a Buick Straight 8. Have you seen this Cold War Motors? They're doing it. They got a Buick Straight 8 and a Packard
Maggie,
Straight
get
8,
down.
and they're screwing around with those things.
Get down. Okay. Hey Tony, my granddad left me his 72 Fury and I've been trying to put it all back together. What sort of things do you look out for an upgrade in a stock 318?
If you go if it's in a 72 Fury and you're doing anything with a 318, just leave it alone. The motors are going to be overwhelmed in that car. It's pointless. If you want to hot rod it, then definitely go with a 360. Have you ever done anything with motorcycles? I've done too much with motorcycles. I lived on motorcycles for years. I mean, for probably 5 or 6 years, I didn't drive cars. I only rode motorcycles. And I may do motorcycle stuff in the future, but right now we're just focusing on the cars.
Okay. Let's see. What do you think about Coyote 5.0s?
I don't know enough about them. There's lots of guys out there that cover. Honestly, right, and this is the truth, right? There are so many people that cover the new cars, LS swaps, Coyote swaps, Elite Hemis, and all this other stuff that I feel it's not really worth it for me to get involved in that, because those bases are already covered. So I'm trying to stick with this niche of real backyard, in the backyard, just like we're doing right now, real backyard or real home style hot rodding. So I'm gonna leave the late model swaps and the Coyote stuff and everything else to these other guys that have it covered so well.
Okay.
Am I retired? No. Anything but retired. This is what I do now for the last, I guess, 5 or 6 months. YouTube has turned out to be a really good thing for us, and this is what we do for a living now.
Retired? Never.
Yeah, I'll work until the day after I'm dead. Rigor mortis will set in. I'll still be struggling to get something done.
What's the horsepower limit on a Slant 6?
I don't know. I'd like to find out.
You would. Let's see.
Mopar Electronic versus HEI. I mean, I would go with the Mopar Electronic. I'm planning to do a video on HEI ignitions, but it won't be probably for a couple of weeks because we have some other things we want to do first.
Okay. This factory heads for a 400B engine build. What's a safe amount to mill them to get compression up on the stock short block?
I mean, the 906s are the classic, big block Mopar head, low budget big block head. I mean, I got a set of home ported 906s on her Charger out front, and I mean, there you go. Somebody else said 906s.
Make some of your swag printed on Mark shirts. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's see. The Mopars I own are 64 to 80. 150's Dodge. Oh, I just lost it. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. 150's Dodge. Should I go for it even though it doesn't fit my time period of cars?
Okay, so like I run into that same situation, right? Because there's a lot of cars outside my time frame that I do like, but I avoid them because I'm a hoarder. To do the hot rod thing on a budget successfully, right? You have to be a hoarder. You have to be able to, you have to have the common parts that you're going to use on the shelf, and starters, alternators, carburetor bits and transmission bits, rear end stuff, brake stuff. So you have to have that stuff in stock. And that's why I keep my cars, my fleet, to like a certain range, a certain mechanical profile. So there are a lot of cars that I would like to have that outside of that, but I resist the temptation because I want to be able to. I need something for one of my cars. I want to be able to go in the shed, in the garage, up in the attic, right? And I want to grab the part that I need and stick it in the car. That's how I do what I do. That's how I manage to keep 13 cars and trucks, up and running and functioning and everything else. I'm a hoarder. So
You are. They just all need work.
They all need work. They always need work. MSD ignition and early Mopars. And MSD is pointless unless you're running a lot of boost or you're running a lot of fuel. If for just a regular street driver, like normally aspirated, carbureted, gasoline, moderate compression, 10, 11 to 1 compression, and MSD is utterly and completely pointless. All it does is burn extra fuel that would normally be used to make horsepower with. But an MSD is a valuable thing. If you're going to spray it, if you're going to turbocharge it, you're going to supercharge it. You're going to put a lot of fuel through. You're going to a lot of compression, a lot of RPM. Then yes, and an MSD is a good deal.
Is that a 383 or 440 behind you?
It's a Slant 6. Well, you're laughing. It's a Slant 6.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny.
Okay, speaking of ignition, yes, actually, I've used CDIs in the past, and we're putting a CDI in Bottle Rocket because we intend on spraying 300 horse through the thing.
Oh, what cam is good for a street hot rod?
That's too vague of a question.
Yeah.
There's no way to answer that.
Need a little more specific info. Okay.
Is the Slant 6 the same as a Honda? No. Cops ever chase you street racing? I've gotten away from a few cops in my day.
Not chased.
Yeah, Slant 5 right now. It's Slant 5.5. It's making a and when you're cranking it out of one of the tubes. So I'm going to pull the head off.
James is drunk. Okay. We're good, James. Let's see. I have a 251 Spitfire engine.
Is a Quadrajet
what?
worth
How
a
many
rebuild?
reading?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to finish this one. I have a 251 Spitfire engine and a Gryomatic transmission with nothing to put them in. Oh. That's sad.
Spray a slant, yay or nay? Yes, I believe that slants are born to be sprayed. But we'll do something. I'm not spraying this one. This one I want to be able to go like 1190s with this car naturally aspirated.
Okay. Worst carburetor you've worked on, Tony?
Worst carburetor? I mean, aside from like the old variable Venturi Ford carburetors, the old variable Venturi motorcrafts were terrible. Just
okay.
Cone or clutch style sure grip. 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Let's see. Have you ever done anything with Jeeps?
I've worked on Jeeps. I've worked on plenty of Jeeps. I've never actually done anything myself.
Let's see. This thing keeps beeping at me. So, did you enjoy your ride, Tony?
Dr. Jacobs' electronics book. Back in the 80s, I played around with some of the Jacobs stuff back in like 1986, 1987. I put that stuff on a Hemi and didn't really notice any difference. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a smart guy, but
what?
I didn't really see any benefit.
Okay. You have a lot of people watching you right now.
I know, 459 of them.
Let's see.
But gear vendors over. I missed that.
Where is it? Hang on. Okay, gear.
Or what trans is wanting overdrive on a carburetor 318 car or truck trans? Which one? Which years? I like the 833 overdrive. I've got one in my 73 Roadrunner at a 344 speed, and we're putting one in Bottle Rocket because we do plan on driving a car. So it's it's got a 410 gear and a 308 first or 9 first gear, and then the overdrive trans, be able to drive it to the track, and But the 833 overdrive is the biggest bang for the buck because you could still buy those transmissions for like $150. They're all over the place still. And like the purists, the guys who are storing cars and shit like that don't want them. So I mean, yeah, that's the cheapest, easiest way to put overdrive in anything.
Why is there a car at 500 trim? Do you know?
Say that again.
Why is there a car at 500 trim? That's a question.
Why
Dirt
is
Bike
there?
Man Vlogs. Yeah, that's what he's asking.
Oh,
I don't know.
Do
you know?
Because some people like a lot of like chrome on their
right, and
Coronets.
Make it up the price.
Right.
Right, that's why. Any luck with Voodoo cams?
Put one in a friend's car a couple of years ago. Dr. Nightmare's Daytona. Yeah, it was okay.
Hey, Charlotte. Okay. My neighbors don't like my open lung tubes. What is your go-to style muffler for a street strip car? Thanks, Frank.
My favorite are Purple Horny.
Thank you,
Nothing
Frank.
sounds cooler than Purple Horny. It's
Yeah,
just hanging off the end
But
of.
you got cherry
of,
bombs on the Roadrunner.
I got cherry bombs on the Roadrunner right now, but I'll probably end up sticking Purple Hornies on there.
Okay.
I like old school mufflers. I like the old school sound. You know, I mean, the Bottle Rocket's getting a pair of Flowmasters, which I just scored from a buddy of mine who has entirely way too much money. So he's like, here, take some extra
That's
stuff I
nice
got
of
laying
him.
around.
That was nice
Oh,
of
Eric,
him.
no, Eric
Yeah,
is awesome.
that was awesome. It was nice of him to do. Let's see. Tell your neighbors to deal with it. Okay. Let's see. Forge. Hang on. I can't. They're going too fast. Hang on. I gotta try and stop them. Is an L82 a good street cram for a 327 or 350 Chevy?
I got to plead ignorance on that. What are the specs on it?
Need specs. Where's the pizza? Any new documentaries you plan on making in the near future?
The
I
story
don't
of
think
Uncle
so, right?
Kathy. We're gonna do
No,
we're gonna do
we're not doing that.
the whole history of Uncle Kathy from
I gotta film myself.
from pre-birth up until
Yeah.
you know the near future.
It's not gonna happen. Okay. Can you be like this?
I might be.
You are not. Let's see. Everybody's upset
X
about
pipes or
poop.
H pipes. I have an X pipe on my 67 Dodge GT, and I fucking hate the thing. Absolutely hate it.
Are
It
you gonna
makes this
take it off?
terrible droning sound, like it's right. I don't want a car that sounds like that. So it's I just need to get underneath it there and hack it out and stick this regular H pipe in there. I do not like X pipes. I don't care if they're worth 10,000 freaking horsepower. They sound terrible.
Have fun at work at 0.
Yeah, have a good one.
Okay. Let's see. Are you still making podcasts? No. We can't. Let's see. Cherry bombs sound the best. Let's see.
I got to disagree. Cherry bombs are okay, but purple
They
hornies
sound good.
are definitely the best.
Any tips for adjusting timing on a small block Mopar 318, 340, 360?
Just go by the bore size. Add approximately 2 degrees. So if a 318 works best at 36 degrees, 360 it's got the next largest bore, 34 degrees, 340s, 35, 36 degrees. Autumn. Can I give a shout out to your daughter? Autumn, how you doing?
I was joking.
Oh shit, look, it's Don Rocco.
What?
Hey, Tony and Kathy. Big hello from Donnie and Adriana Rocco.
Hey, what's up,
Wow.
guys?
How are you guys doing?
You should tell some stories about them.
Oh
my goodness.
Well, the statute of limitations has run out on a lot of stuff that Rocco and I did back in the day.
Yeah, we used to hang out all the
We
time.
had some fun. Boy, I got some great stories.
Yeah. We had fun.
Big shout out from Clearfield, PA. I puked the motor on an Oldsmobile. I was on my way to a match race in Chicago, and I puked the motor in an Oldsmobile Cutlass I had bought that morning in Clearfield, PA, and I had to hitchhike all the way to the race in. That's my Clearfield, PA story.
Let's see, what else? Let's see. I wanted to buy a Dodge Aspen wagon with 225 Super 6, but I didn't know if it was Uncle Tony approved.
Sure, why not? I love wagons. Wagons are awesome.
We don't have any.
We don't have any. Well, we have the Charger, the 66,
Kind of
67
like a
Charger, the fastback. It's kind of like a wagon that somebody stepped on the back of.
Update on the Ram Charger? Thanks, Mr. Hainfire 1.
Yeah, the Ram Charger is. We're going to put a regular 318 in the car, in the truck. After Bottle Rocket is done, we'll probably start working on the Ram Charger again in like the late fall. We want to try to get as much time in now before now and the end of the season, on Bottle Rocket and this Dart behind us, and then the late fall through the winter we'll work on the Ram Charger.
Okay. Let's see. Cheers from Bradford, PA, home of the Zippo lighter.
Nice.
Do you know how to drive a truck with 2 transmissions, Tony?
When I went before, like I was like 15, I drove a truck for delivering Don Pepino's pizza sauce and Gemma olive oil in
That sounds safe.
please, it was,
Drove through the city with that. Vince Jarvie. Thank you, Vince.
thank you, Vince.
Let's see. It's going so fast. It's hot and humid as hell in Georgia down where I'm at. Yeah,
We're not too
in
far from you.
Tennessee.
Yeah, we're in
it's-
Nashville, so
It's brutal right now. Let's see. Where do you plan on racing Bottle Rocket, Tony?
where?
Yeah, what tracks we going to?
Oh, we have our local tracks, Music City Raceway and Buffalo Valley. Buffalo Valley is like my new favorite track. I love that place. So we'll do all of our shakedown stuff there, and then next year, you know, depending on what we get out of it, we'll I'm going to send Lamb Chop out with that car. So you know, I don't know where he's going to end up with it.
Oh, that's not nice.
What's that nice?
Tony's mom named Tony the Tool. Okay. I have a question. So I have an 68 Oldsmobile Tornado. I have had rocker arms arriving tomorrow, 55 rocker
Should I
olds.
keep the C heads or get new ones? When I don't know what you mean by C heads.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not that familiar with those engines. I mean, I'm familiar with the engines. I could build an Oldsmobile motor like blindfolded, but I don't know the specifics of which casting and is best, and you know that I couldn't tell you. Lamb Chop, fuck the world. That's right.
It was 100 and fuck today in Arkansas. That's pretty hot.
It was pretty. It was almost
Yeah.
a fuck today in Nashville.
So why are we doing this outside?
To be different.
Oh,
To be different.
we're sweaty. Okay. Thoughts on the 68 Chevelle SS? Do you have any thoughts about that?
I prefer the 70s, but I mean they're all cool. You know, I'm not crazy about that back window. You know, the way it comes back to a point like that. But you know.
Let's see. I haven't approved all these. What's going on here? It's so here. I can't read that one.
Sure you can.
No, I'm not reading that
Read
one.
it. What does it say?
You can read that one if you want.
It's so hot here. My balls are a big gob of silly putty. Shall I press them into a comic book? Yes, absolutely. Go get your latest
Okay,
copy
now
of
we're
Superman.
demonetized.
And, yeah, there goes our monetization.
Thanks.
Any self-respect we had,
Right.
it's all gone.
All gone.
So it's on a 60 Bel Air. You know, 61s, the whole bubble top thing. I love those cars.
Cooped in. Lamb Chop is racing Elvis. Roll up your windows. Roll
Lamb
up your
Chop,
windows.
roll up your windows. You know, I mean, our neighbors have no idea that we're doing this. It's probably they're all hanging out over here. But what is he talking about? He's just babbling on in the
No, they
backyard.
just ignore us because I don't know. I guess we're weird.
What do you think of the 69 GTX? I love the 69 GTX.
Yeah. I like the 70 better though.
I'm not crazy about the 70. The 70 lost a lot of the class. The 60 set to me, the 67 and the 69 are like the epitome of GTXs.
I know.
68's a little bland, 70 got a little cheap, but the 69 is like.
So he's got the pistol grip. Bench seat.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that.
No bench on a GTX.
No,
Buckets.
no bench in the GTX. You're right. Yeah. Why did I say that? Because it's hot and my brain is
That's
melted.
right. Your brain is melted.
Okay. Did you ever work on any General Lee Chargers?
No.
No. Even though we're in Tennessee, no, we've actually never seen one here, have we? Okay. How fast is the slant dart behind you?
We're gonna find out.
When, Tony? It's been
After
a
we're
long
done with
time.
Bottle Rocket.
No.
After we're done with
People,
one
like-
at a time.
We started this like a really long time ago, but we haven't gone to the track. Why?
Yes. We did take it to the track. We took this car to the track a couple of times.
But a long time ago.
The first we took it like twice. And at the time it was
I think we're being
automatic.
lazy.
Listen, we got all of this shit going on. We took the car to the track twice. Okay. The first two times we ran the car, it had automatic in it and it had a 323 gear, and it was absolutely dismal. Right, car picked up and flew after about 150, 200 feet out. It would turn on and go, but it was so dead on the starting line that it was ridiculous. So we converted it to stick, put a 410 gear in it, and we tested it. We did some test hits on the street. The car works great, but we just have not gotten it back to the track.
Let's see.
If I took a road trip across America, what car would you like to do it in?
Ooh,
Probably either our 67 Charger or our 67 GT.
the Charger would probably be better.
Yeah, the Charger. The Charger would probably be a good.
Although the 73 Roadrunner is really nice on the highway.
Yeah, the 70 or 73. Yeah, I have a few cars that would make good cross
But it
country.
doesn't have any brakes. Let's see. Imperial has the best backseat. What's going on with your 4-door car now? Didn't you just say that?
That's Project
okay.
Bottle Rocket.
Yeah. Can you help me with some tips and info on wiring switches and lights? Baja truck. Also Seafoam. Do you like the Seafoam? Thanks for everything.
I never use Seafoam. I'm not against it. I just don't use it. As far as wiring tips on that particular truck, forums, man, hit the forums. I can't give you specific information on that.
How long you been on here, Tony?
We've been on here 50 minutes.
Okay. How long are you going tonight?
I don't know, maybe like another half hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like 8 hours.
No, but, right? Okay, yeah. This is important. Okay, Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend.
How are you gonna do this?
Listen to me, right? Labor Day weekend. We're doing a 36. No, you're gonna help. You're gonna help.
I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah, we're doing 36 hours straight live Labor Day weekend, beginning 12 o'clock, 12 noon on Saturday, and ending midnight on Sunday. So 36-hour straight live marathon. Guests? We're gonna have guests. Lamb Chop will be here, whether he wants to be or not. Lamb Chop will be here.
What about Steve?
Yeah, Steve will be here. Right.
What about Jamie?
Jamie will be. We're gonna bring in everybody we possibly can think of for that.
Okay.
36 hours straight, Labor Day weekend, and we're raising money for Keno's Animal Sanctuary. So if you're wondering who that is,
what Keno's is.
Keno's. Okay. Easiest way to do this is just go on YouTube. There, you're already on YouTube, obviously, right? Search. A day in the life of the dog father, right? And watch that video, and that's the operation that we're going to be raising cash for.
What does he do?
He's a rescuer. This guy goes out and just, you name it, right? They find a home for this. So what they did was they moved to Pennsylvania. They were in New York City, and they bought acreage in Pennsylvania to set up a real animal sanctuary. So they rescue animals, in the 5 boroughs in New York, and they take them to Pennsylvania. So yeah, really, it's good people. So, can you make donations for the animals and everything? Yes. What you're going to have is, we're going to have their PayPal address listed. So you'll do
directly to them.
Yeah, whatever donations you're making is going to go directly to their PayPal. So
I guess we could put it in the community. We could put the link in community.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to do that when we get closer to it. But like I said, Labor Day weekend, 36 hours straight. You want to watch me have a fucking meltdown? You're gonna get it. So,
let's see. Did you ever race your family member again? The cop? You never raced him, no. You both had car trouble, and you said you'd re-race on the 4th of July. They were away for the 4th of July.
Yeah, they were away for the 4th of July, and we were away for the weekend. So it's like we just haven't gotten together yet. But yeah, we will absolutely get together and race again.
Okay. We have so much to do, Tony.
Grill a brisket. Why a brisket? We go for a tenderloin.
They were on sale, They were half price. Please put some of it towards the animals. I won't make the marathon. Okay. Thank you.
We'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Can't get my 88 IROC TPI to idle properly. Any suggestions?
That's a map sensor car, right? Or is that a Massey car? It's a map sensor car. Check the vacuum to the map.
What's Lamb Chop's channel?
Or EGR valve. I remember those things used to have funky EGR valves. They wouldn't seat properly, and the idle would get all wonky.
Lamb Chop's World. That's Lamb Chop's
Lamb Chop's World, yes.
Yeah.
Go there and subscribe to Lamb Chop's
Lamb
World.
Chop without a B.
Right. No B in Lamb Chop.
No B. Somebody wants you to do a burnout. Can you do a burnout with the car right now?
We're in the backyard, man.
I know. Well,
Pontiac Motors. Okay. Pontiac Motors. Okay. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. I keep a stash of old magazines, like from 1965 to like 1975, and we did that thing on the dual overhead cam Hemi, that video a couple of weeks ago. And then people were talking about the dual overhead cam Oldsmobile, but I found an issue of Hot Rod, a 1968 issue of Hot Rod, that has a bunch of experimental overhead cam Pontiac motors, and I'm actually going to do that video tomorrow on those motors.
Oh, thank you so much, Take That Iron. Lovely t-shirt and stickers. Thank you.
You're awesome.
So we gotta send that tomorrow. We'll send that to the dog place. How did you meet Lamb Chop, Tony?
I was in the music business for a while. We had we used
We had
to
a
do,
coffee place. So
we
we
had,
had
yeah, a
shows.
coffee house, and then we started doing shows, and I just got into, like, actually just booking shows in the whole area here. And Lamb Chop played in a couple of bands that we used to book on a regular basis, and we just became friends.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
You need to get some stickers.
Oh,
you need to
stickers, yeah. They're
yeah.
2 for
You need to get these
$7.
stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good stickers. They
Right.
stay stuck.
Yeah. So here, look at this. This is here.
Humid.
You gotta put this on. Yeah.
That's nice. Why did you put it on your forehead?
Why? It's backwards.
Right. I know.
What's the most dollars I ever spent to purchase a car? I'm a cheap motherfucker.
Oh God, he's
yeah.
cheap. He's so cheap. It's ridiculous. You guys have no idea how cheap he is.
What was the coffee shop called? It was called The Grind.
Give Stickman a shout out.
Yeah.
Stickman's Garage.
Stickman's Garage. Go over there and subscribe.
Those old Ford things.
And don't forget our old buddy, Zip Ties and Bias Plies. Put it right in the ketchup.
Let's see. Maybe he's asking you Mopar questions. Somebody wants to know about the 79 Trans Am. I know 79 Trans Am WS6 with a 400 engine, 4-speed trans. What would you recommend?
To get 400 horsepower out of it?
Hmm.
I think the heads were the issue on those motors, and I don't know which ones to go with. But honestly, 400 horsepower shouldn't be too out of reach for something like that. I mean, your basics, cam intake, headers, a manifold, and basic porting. Just clean up the bowls, gasket match. You should be able to get 400 horsepower out of that without much trouble at all.
Can you see these? How about triple Weber carbs on Bottle Rocket?
Why?
Why?
Why do we need that kind
of
complication in my life?
Why not? You like things complicated.
People are always asking me about the Aussie Hemi. Listen,
we can't afford one. Otherwise, we'd have one shipped.
We got no Aussie Hemis here, Hemi 6s here in the States. Zero. Yeah. Not a single one. So I've never been able to. Right? Yeah, it would be awesome. Yeah. I would love to screw around with one of those motors. I would build one and I would stick it like in Bottle Rocket to go make runs with it, But we don't have any exposure to them. We don't have. So I can't give you an educated opinion on those engines. From what I understand, they make exceptionally good power for the displacement that they have, but that's all I know about them.
Let's see.
Oh, Steve Stunt Double, the late.
He's not dead.
No, this is Stunt Double. Stunt Double.
Stunt Double?
Yeah. 67 points of Petronics. I'm a points guy, I mean, if you don't mind cleaning them and gapping them every 10,000 miles, you know what I mean? Points definitely more reliable than a Petronics.
How often do you get around to working on Ford engines, Tony? What's the last Ford engine you worked on?
I hope my buddy put a what is that, a 390 in his wagon a couple of months ago. Scott Brewski.
Right.
That was the last Ford that I worked on.
Let's see. Send Tony to Australia. He won't fly.
I don't fly.
Yeah. I'll go. You want to send me? I'll fly.
Can you put 340 heads on a 273? They'll bolt on there, but the 273 is too small of a bore. Like you physically couldn't put a 202 head on a 273 because the valve would actually be open into the deck.
Can you read it?
No, I'm trying to. Why do early 70s get a bad rap? I didn't know they did. Can you put Hemi heads on a Chevy 283? There've been many Hemi head conversions for small block Chevys over the years. It goes back to like the early 1960s. Which stall converter for the 470 for 360 with the you know, what's the weight of the car? What's the gear of the car? Intake, I don't know. I mean, ballpark, a 3,000, 3,500 RPM converter is always about right for street, you know.
Oh, my cousin's husband has a 67 Plymouth Fury VIP Coupe 337 automatic with 303 gears. Been off the road 30 years. Should I buy it from him?
It doesn't have 303 gears. They're either 294s or 323s. Yeah, I mean, if the price is right, grab it.
Was it stored inside or outside?
Stored underwater.
Stored underwater in the lake. What do you think of carb spacers? That's a lot of question marks.
That is a lot of question marks, and that's how many carb spacers you should use if you can get away with it. My rule of thumb is you can never have enough carb spacers.
Okay. Piston valve clearance for a 360. Tony, do you have that answer?
How high are you going to spin the thing? How good are the springs? I mean, they can't really give you an answer on that.
Okay. Can you fit a 69 grill on a 68? What's that say? Corkin?
Coronet.
Oh, is that supposed to be Coronet? Okay.
You got to change the filler panel underneath.
Have you seen the Steve Leto book on Dodge Daytona? Yeah. Tesla used to make rocket motors. Would you fly with those bolted to the fuselage?
No, I don't fly, period.
Corker. Okay. Let's see. How is your Power Wagon coming along? You have a Power Wagon.
Well, it's on with the Ram Charger.
Oh.
It's on hold until after Bottle Rocket, and this thing behind us is
okay.
Squared away.
What did you...
My thoughts on the thermal quad. I did a whole video on the thermal quad. Just Google the...
Let's see. Do you know if Mopar Magnum crate motors use stock bottom ends like the 380 horsepower 360 from a few years back?
I would doubt it. They're going to have a Magnum bottom end.
Sauce or gravy? We answered this already. Last week.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Gravy. I'll fight you.
Gravy sauce. Can you do a video on 4150 Hollies?
When we're ready to work on one, yes.
Can we expect to see some quarter-mile runs on the Slant 6? Quarter-mile.
You'll see eighth-mile runs at first. Once we have the car dialed in on the eighth mile, then we'll start making quarter-mile runs with it. Okay. Where you going?
It's hot.
I know.
It is like kind of a breeze.
But I can't read these things and answer.
All right.
My ADD kicks in. I got it. I need her for
I got ADD too.
Like, as soon as she steps away and I try to read these fucking questions, my brain just like shuts down.
Mine's melted. All right.
Okay, the bubble balanced tires. Yes.
What happened to the white four-door Coronet in the early videos?
Dodge Plier, any good? Yeah, I like C-bodies.
Do we have a white four-door Coronet in the early videos? Is he talking about the Belvedere?
Oh, the Belvedere that's sitting over here to my side.
Move the camera so I can see.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Okay.
What happened to it? It's
nothing happened to it. We're still gathering parts. I just got a TFX 92 block for it because we're building an injected nitro motor for it. So I've got an Iron 426 and I got the TFX 92. If anybody out there has any TFX 92 parts, I need an oil pan, I need a gear drive. But that car is definitely down the road before we really.
Where'd you get the TFX from?
Oh, Martin Frank.
Yeah.
Martin Frank used to run an injected nitro car in alcohol dragster,
Where did this come from?
and he kicked us over a block, and he said he's a little repair, but it's a good piece. So thank you very much, brother, man.
I finally made it to Tennessee. Okay. Hang on. How much would shipping be for an engine from Australia? We figured that out, right?
Yeah,
like
somebody.
$6 grand?
No, it was like $3 grand. It's like $3,000.
Okay. Hey Tony, been watching since the beginning. Laugh out loud. Give me a shout out. Pappy Mace.
Pappy Mace.
Thanks, Pappy Mace. What's up with the 727 reverse fail?
Reverse fail?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know anything, Tony?
No. I fake all of this. Honestly,
I think you do.
I actually know nothing. I watched a couple of videos. I said I can pose as a car expert, so here I am. Fooled you.
Okay. So, all right. So, what's going on with the Slant Six build with the guys?
Oh, okay.
Because Steve's not dead. He had to
Steve's
work.
not dead
So
anymore.
that's why he wasn't in that
Yeah.
video.
He's back to life.
Yeah, he was working.
And I think tomorrow night we're going to put the short block together. I think we were supposed to do it tonight, and we're doing this instead because I can do that. And
Okay.
tomorrow night we'll put the short block together.
Are you gonna drive a Tesla, Tony? People are asking you about.
I mean,
test driving
bring
stuff.
me a Tesla. I'll take it for a ride. I'll drive anything. I don't give a shit.
It's so enthusiastic. You hand roll your cigarettes, Tony? Yes.
Please quit smoking, dude. We want you to not dying of lung cancer. Bro, I've had a great run. You know,
just
I'm good.
stop, Tony. You should really cut back. Cut back.
Do I currently own a 5.0? No, I don't. Please weigh Bottle Rocket. We will weigh Bottle Rocket, and I think everybody's going to be very surprised at the weight on that car.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. We were pushing it around. Lamb Chop and I were pushing it around with like one hand the other day.
Yeah, but you didn't take that much out of it.
You know, we took out a lot of little weight, and that adds up. That adds up.
Well, it's got no motor in it, and you're pushing it around with one
One of
hand.
the amazing is for dieseling. Usually too big of a throttle opening. If it's dieseling, it generally means that you've got the throttle blades open to where it's pulling fuel through the transfer slots. It's generally a carburetor problem. Generally. I've seen engines diesel because there was just too much carbon built up, and you end up with like glow plugs. You know, the carbon starts to heat up, and it'll auto ignite off of that.
Have you ever had Flathead 6 Dodges?
I've driven them. I've never owned one, but I've driven them. Keep her in the ketchup. Yeah. Right there. Stick her in the ketchup.
You're shaking it around. People can't read it.
That's right.
What?
They're zip ties people. They don't need to actually see things clearly. It's fine.
Okay. Have you ever owned any turbo/supercharged cars?
Supercharged on nitro. That's the only thing I've never had a turbo car. And I've never had a supercharged street car. I've set up a couple of them. We did a supercharged Slant 6 about 2 years ago for a guy. But I've never actually owned a supercharged street car.
Let's see.
Where to find 8 1/4 rear? Any pull apart, man. They're in Jeeps or in Dakotas. They're all over the place.
Okay. Still laughing from the trip to the future.
Oh, what are your thoughts on late 3rd gen Firebirds and Camaros? How difficult they are to work on? They're tighter than I like them to be.
Okay. Zip ties. He says I'm fucked.
You're fucked, bro. We've been giving you shout outs this whole.
Why?
Get
What's
over.
the matter, Zip ties?
Get over there and buy his merch. Zip ties, right? Go buy his shit.
What do you think about Street Outlaws?
I think they've done a lot for our culture.
In what way?
They exposed millions of people to the stuff that that we take for granted. Look, everybody's like shouting out to Zip Ties.
Zip Ties is awesome.
He is awesome.
He needs to make a trip to Tennessee, and you guys could do burnouts together. Jason Cordero, love your work, man.
Where do I find all of my Mopars at? We hunt. We just hunt. Although we're not finding it anymore. She just found a '67 GTX a couple of miles from here for like $5,000. I was like, no, we're done. We no more cars.
It's a really good buy, though.
You're a funny guy. Funny how? I make you laugh?
You're funny, haha.
Funny how?
Funny peculiar. Go away, Bottle Rocket, Tony.
Peg, go make a video. Yeah, man, it's been like over a month. What's going on? No sleep for 36 hours, no 6-2. No, I'll be smoking like a chimney.
Oh, you don't need to do that. So when is this? When is this happening? When do you start the 36 hours?
We start the 36-hour marathon.
Oh, jeez.
The Uncle Tony-thon. We start the 30. Don't tell me, oh, geez, we're going to do this.
Oh,
we're going to do it. We start the 36-hour Uncle Tony-thon at lunchtime Saturday of Labor Day weekend, and we're going to run through Sunday night at midnight. 36 hours straight of this. We're going to do this for 36 hours straight.
Is that 36 hours? I can't see this. You're crazy, Tony. I said that.
More problem than
but he says, are you crazy? Buy that GTX. Yeah, I know. I know. We tried to look at
We
it.
can't. We got too many cars.
Oh, I really wanted a 67 GTX for a while. I'm only not freaking out because it's not a 4-speed. And I know that sounds really bad because I'm being picky.
Last episode of UTG, September 2nd. There's a possibility.
Oh, man. Labor Day's
Regular
your
car
birthday.
reviews. After Zip Ties, regular car reviews is my favorite channel. I love those guys.
Yeah, it's a great channel. So what do
Like
we?
literally, after I swear to God, stop me. I swear to God. After we're done with this, I'm probably gonna go mellow out for a couple minutes, and I'm gonna go inside and throw the headphones on and watch one of the regular car review videos. Because that's what I do. I try to like watch one every couple of nights or so.
What are we gonna do for 36 hours?
This they're gonna do
No,
this for 36
no.
hours. It's gonna be great.
So you're gonna have to have like entertainment or something.
We'll have entertainment.
Just want to say hello from hot as hell Arizona. Yeah, it's hot. You're hotter there, but it's hot here too.
Any advice on swapping a big block on my 73 Duster? Stick it in there.
Stick it in there. That's great tech information. Let's see. It's 9:05 a.m.
Have I ever painted a car at home? Yeah, we've painted a couple of them right here in the backyard, and it shows.
Oh, our painted cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to repaint the Swinger.
We need to repaint everything we've ever painted.
Yeah. Well, the first car we painted, it was like, what, 98 degrees out?
Yeah, it was hotter than that in direct sun.
Yeah, it was really dumb.
Yeah.
It came out like diamond coat, right?
Yeah, please.
Where are the new shirt designs at?
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
I have to do them all myself, so he keeps me really busy, Tony.
You're not busy enough. Get with it.
GTX equals views. Uncle Kathy's project. That's right, Tony. I don't know if that's still for sale or if it's sold. Let's see. Hang on. Favorite aftermarket aluminum head.
I mean, the favorite aftermarket aluminum head. I like the cast dart heads, the old water heads that we ran on the nitro cars. I mean, that's such a vague question. Have you been maced? Not yet. It's coming.
Do I need to get mace? No, don't start smoking. Bench seat or bucket?
Bench.
Yeah, I like bench too. Explain cam horsepower. Explain it, Tony. You're supposed to say things.
Valves open and close, air comes in, air goes out, and all of that. I mean, I can't explain something like that in like now here this.
Yeah, you could.
No, not that quickly. And not give an accurate answer because there are so many variables to that.
You're so lazy. Okay. Is Rust-Oleum an animal?
I just painted our box
truck.
The
box truck is Rust-Oleum.
Is Rust-Oleum a brush on sunrise yellow. I love it.
Do you have a subreddit?
No.
No. Should we have
Start one for me.
Yeah. What's your recommended way to deal with revision of a lumpy cam?
What's my what?
Reversion of a lumpy cam. What's your recommended way to deal with reversion with a lumpy cam?
More RPM. Spin it faster.
Let's see. Treat Uncle Kathy good. Buy that GTX for her. I agree, Eric.
No more cars right now. She has a Charger.
I do.
We have the Charger.
Right. Okay.
But it hasn't left the driveway.
I started working on the Charger.
Like 4 months.
I started working on the Charger because that was your car, and I was waiting for my GTX. So I was like, okay. In the meantime, I'll work on this Charger, and we built that. But I'm not gonna get my GTX. It's okay.
Uncle Kathy, start a channel for yourself.
I'm agree. So busy. I can't. I can barely do this one. I get a lot on my plate, guys. Let's see. Where's the sleeping dog? They're sleeping inside.
Yeah, they're inside. What's going on with the 67 Barracuda project? Sanding. Just when I have time, I sand on it. Have I been arrested? Yeah, numerous times.
For driving. That's it. Driving. Except for that thing with you and Rocco. That's something different.
Yeah.
He was on before.
But I represented myself, right?
Right.
At the Brooklyn DA's office, had
Okay,
4
let's
people
not
with
talk
wires
about
on me. I represented myself, and I won.
All right, we're good.
I got thrown in jail 4 times
No.
for contempt, but I still won.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the clear. We need a PO box, Tony. We haven't done that.
So you can send parts?
Yeah, what kind of parts you want
I
to
don't
send
know.
us?
Yeah, actually, what kind of parts you want to send us?
We always need parts.
What my favorite automotive sound is and why.
Bill, thank you, Bill. What is your favorite automotive sound?
My favorite automotive sound is fuel car warm up, right? When it transitions from the squirt bottle, because when we used to warm up the fuel cars, we'd fill up a squirt bottle with gasoline and feed that into the injector until it had some temperature in it, and then as soon as you feel a little heat on the head, you turn on the fuel, and it would transition from the gasoline to the nitro, and that, to me, that's the ultimate automotive sound. She likes the sound reverse makes in a 4-speed car.
It's crazy. I know. I love that sound. I can hear it right now. You get thunderstorms there all the time, like almost every day.
Yeah, Tennessee is nature run amok. We get like everything. We don't get hurricanes. It's the only thing we don't get.
The weather's changing constantly. Will you run your lawnmower in nitro?
I've run lawnmowers on nitro.
You've done that.
Yeah. I used to use nitro for my barbecue, to light my barbecue.
I think it's Steve. What time do you want Jamie and I at the garage? Is that Steve?
He's alive.
He's alive.
Steve is alive. Let's get together tomorrow night, like around 6, 7 o'clock, whatever is convenient for you. We'll build the short block tomorrow night. We'll shoot that episode tomorrow night.
Okay.
Roll up your windows.
I love the sound of exploding kayaks. Oh my goodness. Jamie's not exploded.
Thoughts on drag boats. Those guys have bigger balls than I ever did.
My mother Betty got married yesterday. UTG family. Give her a shout out, please.
Betty, good going. Good luck.
Congratulations, Betty. How close is Bottle Rocket? Is it going to make a pass this season?
Yes, Bottle Rocket will definitely make a
sure?
pass this season. I'm positive.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
We have a lot to do.
We're about a week from actually starting the motor. We're probably about 3 weeks before the car is on the ground and rolling around under its own power, providing nothing goes wrong in any sort of meaningful way.
All right. What's the best classic car from female? Wife's question. Whatever she likes.
Whatever she likes. Yeah, cars don't give a shit.
Right.
Whether you got a male Scat or a female Scat, they don't care.
Yeah, whatever you like. And it depends on like what she likes to drive. If she wants a 4-speed or an automatic. Like I enjoy 4-speeds, and I hate the fact that we have a ton of automatics. Like it kind of drives me crazy.
So let's convert some. We'll
what do you want to convert?
Probably the GT. I think the GT would be a great conversion.
No, I like B-body 4-speed.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't help it, Tony. I like them. I like punching my fist into the dashboard. Okay. Ever come across a project car you just walked away from to avoid headaches? Have we ever ditched a project?
I'm not smart enough to walk away. Honestly, I'm not. I don't have enough intelligence to walk away. Once I adopt a project, I fall in love with these damn things.
I don't think we ever started building something and then said like forget it.
Yeah, we've seen everything that we ever started through. Oh no.
What did we get rid of?
I started building a twin engine fuel altered. I says, this is the thing, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Right, because I says, okay, so like, I got to build something different. So I was going to build 2 blown fuel wedge motors and stick them in a fuel altered. And I built the basic frame, framed it out, stuck the 2 blocks in there, got it all like, and then I just kind of I just lost interest in it. It was just like done. And I built a pro nitro or a pro fuel Harley about 15 years ago. And I got as far as it started it up in the driveway here. And then I was just like, I just don't feel like doing this. And then I walked away from that. So yeah, there are two projects that we walked away from.
Is it Cappy with a K or C? Very important. It's a K.
Okay, yeah. The M is silent in
The
my
M
name.
is silent
Yeah.
in my name, yeah. Uncle Tony, have you heard of the E49 Valiant Charger from Australia? 265 inline 6-cylinder
Yes.
tripper whoop. You've heard of it?
I've
Okay.
heard of it, but I know nothing about it because we had no exposure to those cars here.
Tony, I'm looking to build some low-end torque out of a small block Chevy. What do you recommend? By the way, I wish you and your beautiful wife a wonderful night. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you. But I mean, low end is okay.
Thanks, Jason.
I wish I could answer that effectively for you, but low end means different things to different people. Is it you're trying to build low end to go like, you know, is it a race car? Is it a street car? Are you looking, when you say low end, you're looking to tow it, or you're looking to, like, you know, crash the converter and yank the wheels? You know, I don't, you know, I can't really answer that.
Shush. Would you ever come up to Canada, Vancouver?
Yes, I've heard of Wildcat Records.
You have?
Yes. I don't think I can ever go back to Canada again. I had a thing there.
No, you didn't. Coopton, what's your favorite engine trans combo? Sorry for the $4.99. YouTube isn't giving me round number increments. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
We love the $4.99. We appreciate it.
My favorite engine trans combo. For what? Right.
Yeah.
For street driving, muscle car, the 344 speed is just magic. But again, you see, it depends. You know, it's like, you know, there's the blown nitro with the Lenko and the Crower Glide, and then there's, you know, and then there's like, so it's like it's a wide open question.
Hey Tony, should I buy a new Charger
Kragers.
or are they crap? Should you buy a new Charger?
I'm not going to say that they're crap, but I mean, if it does it for you, then buy it. You know what I mean? They just don't do it for me.
A lot of people like them. Let's see. Dog is still looking at the flying saucer dog dish. That was fun, wasn't it? Have you guys ever built a muscle truck?
I have not.
Mm-mm. Have you ever driven a school bus? Uh-oh.
Driven a school bus?
Yeah.
Man, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I had that one bus that I stole when I was a kid, but it was a city bus. It wasn't a school bus.
Okay. He's saying they're not crap. He has a 392 Challenger and Charger. You didn't say they were crap,
I never said they were crap.
No.
They're just not for me.
Right.
Just because something's not for me doesn't mean I dismiss it as being crap.
Right. It's just likes and dislikes.
Right. It's just likes and dislikes.
Right. Preferences.
I prefer the Charger to the Challenger. If right now I was going to go buy a new car, which I have no intention of doing.
What
right?
would we buy if we were going to buy a new car? We could buy anything. What would it be?
Probably a Charger.
Really?
Yeah.
We could buy anything.
Did the $12.99 Roadrunner ever run $12.99? I think I got that car down to like $13.13, and then it started throwing rods out the side of it. It was close enough, though.
Have you owned any GM cars? Yes.
Yeah, I've owned many of them over the years.
Yeah, we had a Monty SS.
Yeah,
It was a great car.
I had a slammed S10 for a little bit.
Do you like Fast and Furious movies?
No.
We've never seen them.
I watched a few minutes of one of them, and like I couldn't get past the introduction. It was like dancing girls on the starting line and shit.
I saw that.
Yeah, right. No, just like check me out of here, you know.
It's not how it is.
Vintage Porsche. Yeah.
What beard oil do you recommend, Tony?
ATF works really good. You know, it keeps it it's soft and supple. You know.
Oh goodness, Tony.
We're looking for an old Fury police package. Any thoughts on a better year? Then it just depends. You like the fuselage cars? I like the fuselage cars.
66 Dodge Dart. What's your thoughts? Oh, you know what? I have thoughts on that.
Good. Uncle Kathy has thoughts. Here, come over here.
It's really hard to find parts for it. Like if you're gonna buy a complete car, like don't get it. That's what I have to say about that.
Okay.
Because they didn't sell very many, and there's not a lot of parts cars out there. So don't do 65 or 66. 67 is fine. 64, 63, there's plenty. But those 2 years.
An orphan. not an orphan year. It's just a little
Yeah,
more
65
difficult.
and 66. It's hard to get parts for. Do you have a favorite World War II airplane?
Offhand, no. I dig those motors though. Allisons are just.
There
And
was
the
one on
Rolls-Royce.
eBay, right? How much was that one on eBay?
I don't remember.
How about a Jensen Interceptor with 440 605?
What's my favorite music to play during a burnout?
What? We don't have radios in any of our cars.
Yeah, no, you're right. I listen to the motor.
Yeah. Gotta be rich to own a Dodge Vintage. No. Just watch your trip to the future. New cars are nice but boring. Wife's 2014 minivan is great appliance, but the Wrecker is more fun. Yeah.
We got to do something with our wrecker. It's just
I know.
sitting there.
It needs work.
Ever race against a jet car? No.
No. New Challenger ain't boring. Every car you ever owned in order. Oh, name every car you ever owned in order, and did you like it?
I couldn't. Kathy, how many cars have we owned?
Well, back in 1986, we had counted like 250, and that was between 82 and 86, and then I stopped counting.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We've owned way over 1,000 cars.
It's been a lot.
So I couldn't.
We used to get a car every other week back then. Let's see. Ever do a fire burning?
No. But once we get the hell of it together, yeah. I mean, I think we could do some fire burnouts with that thing.
Could you beef up a Chrysler minivan and do some passes?
Again, see, we're at our maximum capacity with the cars that we currently have. If somebody was to come along locally that says, "Hey, I want to do some shit with a minivan," man, I am all over it. But to do it ourselves, we're at maximum capacity. I'll tell you what I'd love to do, right? I would love to find, and again, see, I'm not going to do this myself because I can't. I don't have the time, the money, the room. But I would love to take like a Chrysler Sebring convertible. Okay, so check this out, right? I'd like to take a Chrysler Sebring convertible, strip it as much as it could possibly be stripped, get rid of the roof, the whole assembly, all of that stuff, completely gut the car to where it's just got a simple roll bar in it and like 2 fiberglass bucket seats, and spray that and see how fast you can go. Because I bet you can get that thing into like the low 11s, the high 10s, and be able to like just cruise it around.
Let's see. We got here.
Will a 70 Dart front end bolt to a 68 Dart? Yes. But you have to change everything, the bumper, the valance, and all of that. But yeah, it'll all bolt up to the unibody tub.
How much time we got left, Tony?
Like another 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That long? Okay. Nova or Olds 442?
The 442.
What's a good startup project car?
Depends what you're into. If you're just getting your feet wet, stuff like this, I would find the cheapest, easiest way to get in is a 4-door, compact or mid-size, even full-size car. Mid-60s to early 70s. That's your cheapest way in, and the best way to cut your teeth if you want to, if you're into the car. You want to get it started in the classic car thing.
Favorite pizza toppings?
Sausage.
Yeah.
Ground sausage, beef.
Why a Sebring? Were you talking about Sebrings?
Yeah. Why? Because it's a convertible car, right? So you can remove the roof without disturbing anything underneath it. I think you can get one of those cars like ready to go down. I think you can get it to around 12 to 1,500 pounds in that range. So that's why I would choose a convertible.
Did you see my message about the 66 Dart? Did you send a message or a comment? We saw a comment about buying a 66 Dart, and we said, they're hard to get parts for.
How fast can I get my kayak down the quarter mile? How big are your rockets?
Oh, somebody has a totally different view on 4 doors after watching your videos.
Good. Then my work here is complete.
That's good.
Love for all cars, man. Don't worry about the doors or the year or the trim level, man. Just you can make anything cool, you
Mhm.
know. Actually,
But it helps if
the
you have
more
more than one car.
unlikely the car, you know, the cooler it becomes. Thank you,
David
David.
Walters, $55. Thanks, David. Can I use points dizzy on my 440 stroker build?
Sure, absolutely.
Scariest car you ever raced? Stan's car?
Stan's car. I had a friend of mine that had a super stock Hemi in a Challenger, a 70 Challenger. I used to drive for him, and it had, you know, it was a car had no frame connectors, no roll bar, no nothing. 1432s, 557s, and that thing was like, that car was nuts. That car was nuts.
Mm. Let's see. Best year for the Cordoba?
76, 75, 76 carryover year. Stan's car, right? Stan's car had, it was a pistol grip 4-speed in this thing, right? So you got to picture this. The way the way you drive this car, okay, was you grab the steering wheel like this. I used to wear I had a leather glove that I sprayed with glue, and I sprayed glue all over the shifter handle because that was the only way you could actually hold on and stay in the seat of the car, right? So what I would do is I grabbed the steering wheel like this, as hard, come around as far as I could, okay, come off the clutch at about 6,500 RPM. And as soon as I come off the clutch, steer all the way this way. Then when my hand got this way, I pull back on the shifter and start steering this way again.
That car was scary.
Yeah, and if it came out right, the car would just like go. It was like a bowling ball. You ever watch somebody like throw a bowling ball, right? And the thing like makes a perfect hook, and it just goes like that. Well, that's how that Challenger was. It was the scariest
That's the
fucking
only
thing
car
ever.
I never liked to drive in.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was insane.
When you set up a front end, do you drill the shocks for lift, but do you put small? Yes, use a thinner diameter torsion bar because you have to twist it harder to maintain the weight. So because it's twisted harder, it wants to unspring more. You know, so you'll get a quicker rise out of it with the skinnier torsion bar.
Quadrajunk or Quadrajet? What do you call it?
Quadrajet, I love them.
Also, when are we going to get your ass in a Tesla?
Bring me a Tesla.
Are there any dealerships around here?
I don't know.
Probably in Nashville.
Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth, none of the above.
Holly Street Warriors 600 CFM carburetors, only 250. Are they any good?
I mean, it's a 600 Holly. I mean, how do you go wrong with it?
I'm gonna post the link for Sarah's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm posting that again. It's in the comments section.
Yeah, if you guys if you came in early here, her name is Sarah Chivers. She's a Mopar girl. She's a hot rod girl. She's in England, right? She has a Charger I saw a picture of, and this poor thing, right? So she's wheelchair bound. She has some fucking disease that I can't even begin to pronounce, right? But it's a degenerative thing, and she's stuck in this wheelchair. She's trying to raise cash for a mobility scooter so that she can, evidently the way her house is situated, she's at the bottom of a hill, and she doesn't have the arm strength to actually get herself back up into the house or into the garage or anything like that. So she's trying to raise money for a mobility scooter. It's a straight up deal. There's the link to it.
Yeah,
read her story.
I'll just keep pasting it because it's easier to find.
Yeah, and if you can help her in any way, please do.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we really appreciate
fan.
that. She's that's when we became aware of her.
Yeah, she was wearing the UTG shirt in the picture.
Yeah, Kathy's going through Facebook
newsfeed,
and there's this picture of this girl in a wheelchair and she's wearing a UTG shirt, and I'm like, oh shit, look at that. And then we read her story, and it's like, I nobody wants to feel bad for anybody, right? But it's a tragic thing, right? There's a lot of tragedy, but this is something we can actually get together and we can help. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I would really appreciate knowing that our guys, that you guys, helped get her what she needs.
Okay. I got you as an Eagles guy. An Eagles guy. These are parts.
Mopar Connection. Oh, it's Shaw. It's
who is
Kevin
it?
Shaw. Mopar Connection.
Where?
Right there, Mopar Connection. It's 80 degrees outside. He,
It's
Kevin,
80 degrees by you. It's hotter here, Kevin.
yeah, Kevin lives a few miles up the road in Hendersonville. He does Mopar Connection magazine.
Yeah,
So,
he's north of us. It's cooler there.
yeah, so you guys go over to Mopar Connection. You know, if you want Mopar, and seriously, right? Like print is dead, right? You get there's a couple of stragglers that still put out these. They try to put out, quality, that and yeah, forget about print. Anything print is over and done with, right? Uh, but Mopar Connection, excellent online source for like just daily Mopar entertainment.
Tony,
Devo, definitely Devo. Although
Devo.
the cramps are good too, man. Yeah,
I like Devo better.
yeah, either one, either one. I saw Devo live back in the day in New York a couple of times.
Tony, when did cars become too complicated to work on? Evan wants to know.
Oh man,
What year?
uh, they never became too complicated to work on. Everything is workable, right? The question is, how much aggravation do you want to deal with? Working on a car. That's the question. So when did they become really aggravating to work on? Probably right around the turn of the century.
Hardest car to work on. What is it?
Oh man, that's hardest car or suckiest car. You know what I mean? Because like I mean, like for instance, I remember doing work like on these 4.0 exploders. No, they're not the most difficult cars in the world to work on, but they're the most miserable to work on. So I mean, it really just depends on your, because every mechanic has different things that they like or don't like, and uh,
Yeah, we're
yeah,
live. We're live.
yeah, this is live.
Yep. Yeah, we're live. For like what? Another 20 minutes, Tony?
Yeah, another 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. It's live. All right.
Cadillac North Star with the starter underneath. I remember the first time I saw that, man. Holy! I was doing head gaskets on one, right? And right, go figure. Before you do a starter job, you do a head gaskets on one. And I remember popping the intake manifold off. I'm like, oh, somebody left a starter in here.
That's nice. Snickers. Sneakers.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for all the great content. I've learned so many things from you guys. Keep up the great work. We appreciate that so much.
Worst car working on a 300 XX twin turbo. I remember the first time I saw one. It was at Englishtown. When they first came out. Oh yeah, I remember that. And I was walking through the staging lanes, and it was brand new, and they had the hood open on it. I remember looking at it, I was like, no, this is just pure misery,
Okay. Let's see. Can you do a full demo on a Slant 6? What do you mean?
We're doing that now with the Homestyle
Yeah.
engine rebuild.
Let's see. Camshaft
Camshaft selection for a
440
power, 440
BMW drift car.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. I would love to build a drift car. Again, we have too many of our own projects going on. So I can't say, oh yeah, we're going to turn this into a drift car. But if there was somebody local who wanted to build like, a drift car and use Uncle Tony's garage as, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that.
Hey, what's going on with the Valiant that we were supposed to put a build together for?
Oh God, I don't know. We're going to do something with that, but
When?
that should be the drift car. We should build that into a drift car.
Oh my God.
We get too many projects. We get too many things going on.
Okay. Let's see. Most modern cars suck to work on. What was the worst in the good old days? Okay, what was the worst car to work on way back when?
Way back when in the old days, I used to hate working on Lincolns. Lincolns and Cadillacs were the worst cars to work on.
Why?
Just everything was very complicated for the day. There was never a simple job. You know what I mean? Nothing you could just dive in there and just get it nice and easy. It was always those cars were always packed with what the latest technology of the day. And you get into the early 70s when the emissions thing really got started, and the vacuum hoses and systems everywhere. It was a nightmare working on those things.
Okay, Zach wants to know, can he fit a 392 Hemi in his dirt?
Yeah, actually, if you Google it, there's a guy named Charlie, and I can't think of his last name, but Google early Hemi Dart, and there's a guy who has a whole step-by-step on putting an early Hemi in a Dart. Remember, the early Hemi is really essentially the same as a small block from the heads down. You know, even the motor mount gears and the bolt pattern on the back of a block are the same as a 318, 340, 360. So the bottom end of it fits in really good. The problem is just the valve clearance against the master cylinder and the exhaust. But there's a guy that does a whole step by step on how to put an early Hemi in a 67 through 76 A body.
Have you ever worked on a 70s Saab with the backwards engine?
Yeah, actually I have. I have, but
you
it was
like
a
that?
long time ago.
Let's
What
see.
total timing are running in the Roadrunner? I think we got that set up. It's a 400 in there now, so it's set up at about 36 degrees.
Chevy R10, your opinion?
I don't know the
I
R10.
don't know. What's your take on HEI ignition and Mopars? Most parts stores have them on the shelf for Chevys. Can fix them along the road easy?
I don't find anything wrong with the Chrysler ignition. So I mean, if you're asking me, should you put an HEI in a Mopar? No. What do you need the H? You know, you got to understand, right? I'm going to do a video on this. We're actually going to do a video on this. The HEI was not developed to create horsepower. The HEI was developed to jump a large gap because if you go back to the early 70s, they started to lean these cars out to meet emission controls, right? And to lean them out, you had a problem where the conventional spark plugs with the 35 thousandths gap, which was like universal at the time. If you go back to like late 1960s, early 1970s, 35 thousandths of an inch was like the standard gap. They came up with the HEI because in order to fire the leaner mixtures that they were required to run, they needed to jump a gap that was 50 or 60 thousandths of an inch reliably, and that's where the HEI came from. It wasn't a performance upgrade. It was so basically, in essence, if you're running a conventional and again, let's go with conventional, right? Gasoline, street type car, right? Regular carburetor, naturally aspirated, 10-to-1 or so compression. There is zero advantage to running an HEI over just a regular electronic ignition. And the only reason why an electronic ignition has an advantage over points is because you can put more voltage. So you can run an HEI without a ballast resistor, or an electronic ignition, without a ballast to the fucking, there's no points to burn up. So that's the only advantage there.
Can you see it?
See, I'm trying to read.
Hang on, I'm coming.
That's all right.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on.
Edit custom. I have a 440, an 833 overdrive, and an 81 BMW. Oh man, I would love to see that. Write this down. Edit custom. Do you have
Okay, I'll text it to you.
Yeah, she's gonna. I don't know if you have video on your channel, but I'm definitely gonna go check that out.
Edit customs.
Edit custom.
Okay, hang on.
Can you do a full restoration on a 74 Duster with a 225 slant 6? Oddly enough, about a month ago, we bought a 74 Duster.
Which is why we don't have the GTX.
Which is why we don't have the GTX. We bought a 74 Duster, 225 slant 6, 3-speed on the floor. It's got the A230, and it's a completely rust-free car. We bought this thing for $1,500. It has some roof damage. Something fell on the roof. Nothing crazy, but the roof needs some work. But the car runs and drives like a brand new car. It's got slot mags all the way around. It's a very cool driver. And yeah, actually the plan for that car, and it won't be probably until next year sometime, but the plan for that car is to actually do a driving restoration on the car. Give it a coat of paint, just run through the drivetrain, get it, to where it's running the driving. But yeah, 74 Duster Slant 6 is actually one of the things that we plan on doing.
Okay, Fast Cars and Freedom. Wife wants me to put one of my 340s in her 1987 Jeep. What do you think?
Is it an original Magnum car? Because you're probably better off just putting a 360 Magnum in it.
What do you think of the AMC Javelin and AMX?
I love them. They're hard to get parts for, they were, but then again, they were hard to get parts for back when they were new.
What's a good price for a '69 Dodge Coronet? 2-door? 4-door?
Yeah, it just depends. You know, four-door anywhere between like 2,000
Is it a
and
six-pack car?
$6,000.
I just saw a 6-pack car. 69 and a half.
Yeah.
He wants 24.
24,000.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. Go find it.
Tim Cox in Sydney, Australia. Cheers.
Tony, thanks for all, but your wife's the best. Oh, thanks,
She is,
Margo.
right?
I appreciate it. That's really nice. Tony, want to see 10269 Charger RTSE ordered for export?
I mean, sure. Does it have? I actually I don't really care about seeing the car. I'd love to see the speedometer.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Tony, how much rust is on all of your cars? Do you try and get rid of it, or leave it as is? No.
Most of my cars are from this general area, and rust is minimal on them.
The 68 Roadrunner has 0 rust.
Yeah.
It's all metal.
So but yeah, I do fix it, but I do a little at a time. You know what I mean? I just.
Let's see. Hang on, I can't see. How is that budget? Oh, the budget Gen 3 Hemi build going.
I don't know.
Do we know about that?
I don't know. Al is, I don't know. I'm kind of sorry I got started with that because we have a 2-parter with no conclusion.
Okay. Is there a Tony under glass in the future?
A wheelie car?
Oh.
Probably not.
How can I get my 360 to perform like a 340?
The two engines are very similar. I mean, you've already got it.
What do you mean he's already got it? What kind of answer is that?
Well, how do you make a 360 perform like a 340? They're about equal. The only advantage is the 340. I prefer the 340 because I like the shorter stroke motor. They're really free revving. They're happy motors. The only advantage the 340 has is that the extra bore spacing, or the extra bore spacing, the extra bore gives you the ability to run a 202 valve. On the 360, you start to shroud the valve, and that's why I went to the 188 valves. But I mean, really, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. The 360's got an advantage because they're common. They got a little extra stroke, but you've already got it.
Okay.
Anything that works on a 340 is going to work on a 360.
Did you miss street racing?
Absolutely.
It was fun.
Absolutely, and I fully plan on going street racing again in the future. I just don't have the time right now.
It's not the same. What do you think of Graveyard Cars? You like it?
Yeah, I love it. I watch it.
Tony, what gears did you run in 5-liter AOD and what stall converter?
I never ran an AOD. My car was a 5-speed and it was a 308 gear. Is there such a thing as over carbureting? There's such a thing as under RPMing. How's that sound?
Can you explain that? You can expand on that, or just leave it at that?
Let's dwell on what I said. That's the only thing I can say. Just dwell on that.
What was the last straw to get out of New York?
Oh God, there were too many of them. Honestly, there was just too many of them. New York just offended my sensibilities in every way it could possibly do it. I was, it
wasn't bad when we were younger.
No, New York was an awesome place to grow up in the 70s and the 80s. You couldn't beat it, But the middle 80s, like when the yuppies took over,
the
like
90s.
the later 80s and into the 90s, man, that place just took a dive, and it was just, there was absolutely nothing left of the New York City that I grew up in, But by the time I left, so it was just time to get out of there.
Summer of Sam, that's right.
Oh, that was great. I actually went out hunting for Son of Sam.
I got the speech in the 5th grade.
Oh, it was
Don't
awesome.
go to the park. Let's see.
Tony, Chevy 350 or Ford 351 Cleveland?
Fox Buddy Mike in the house.
The Cleveland.
What's up?
What's up, brother man?
What's the best solution for vapor lock? You did a video on this.
Yeah. What's the best way to stay motivated on a project? Oh man,
we were gonna do a video about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that. Yeah. I'm gonna do a video on that because I lose motivation on projects too. We have, like I said, we have 13 of them, right? So it's like, yeah, I lose motivation on one, but I've learned to like just like walk away from it, and then something will happen to inspire me to say, I'll see something, you know, online, or I'll talk to somebody, or I'll see something at the track or whatever, and it's like, oh God, I gotta get back on that project. So, I mean, you know, I but we're gonna do a video on that, on staying motivated, the psychology of building cars. Okay, because honestly, that's really what it all comes down to. The car thing is all about you, what goes on in your mind and your imagination and shit like that. You know, 100% of it. So we're gonna do more stuff like on that as we go down the road.
Let's see. Thinking about calling the drift car LS9 or Jesus
Jesus
Chrysler.
That's good. I like that.
The Hemi on the stand in your garage, is that the one you got from George Baptiste? If not, whatever happened to that motor?
Oh God, I don't know. There were so many Hemis. They just came and went. There were dozens of them back then.
That's from Dan Grippo.
Oh, hey Dan.
Okay. Let's see. Coop Dan, have you ever come across an engine and cradle for an inline six? They all seem to be made for V8s. My only option to have one custom made.
Yeah, I would. I mean, get some tubing and start cutting it and welding it together. I built a few engine cradles way back when.
You did?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Well, I built them for people. Did the one for Dave Leclerc with his Hemi.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you don't have any here. Do you follow the Australian car scene at all? Oh, we love the Mazdas.
Yeah. Okay. Again, right? You guys in Australia have some unreasonably cool shit there, right?
Yeah, seriously.
But we have no exposure to it here, other than like what I see on YouTube videos. I think your whole burnout scene is awesome. We have nothing like that here.
The Mazdas.
The Mazdas, those fucking Mazdas are just off the chain.
Cool.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, right?
Like that here.
Yeah, Google the videos of these Australian Mazdas. They're off the chain. All right, I would, if we had something like that happening here, I would have to find some way to get involved in it. Very cool. But
why don't we have something like that here?
I don't know. I don't know why. You know why we don't have anything here?
Why?
Because our scene is so commercial. It's so oh God, it's hard to explain. The mentality here.
It's corporate.
You know, it's corporate. Everything here is corporate. If it doesn't fit that corporate, you know, mold or and stuff, it just doesn't happen. And you guys in Australia, you're much more free spirited than we are.
You're having fun.
You're having fun. You guys know how to have fun with cars. And here, you know, it's just not the same. It's not the same.
How do you fix that?
We're trying, a little at a time.
Let's see. Purpose of higher octane fuel. What's the purpose, Tony?
Octane is just resistance to detonation. That's all it is. The higher the octane, the more compression you can run. There is no performance difference running a higher octane gas. If anybody ever told you, oh, I put 108 octane avgas in my car and it started doing wheelies, they're full of shit. It didn't do anything except run exactly the same way that it did on 93 pump gas, 91 pump gas.
Let's see. Problem is with Australia ATM, the fun police have stopped all the fun. The cops hit everything to do with cars. Won't chase criminals, but car nuts will smash them. Huh.
Yeah, well, I mean, that happens here
everywhere. Too. Yeah, it kind of happens everywhere.
19-year-old kid.
Okay.
Oh, Joel, excellent. Nice to have you aboard, man.
Okay. Hang on. Let's see.
And you go, no, you're wrong. It has nothing to do with control of burn.
Wrong? You got to read the question.
Oh, okay. It has to do with resistance to detonation.
What are you talking about?
Octane.
Octane? Okay. Okay. What training option?
Now there are race gases. There are high octane race gases that are oxygenated. That's a whole different ballgame. But if you're talking about just octane all by itself, it's only resistance to detonation.
Okay. I'm trying to be more like you when I grow up.
Be ready for a lot of pain. What are the symptoms of not having enough carb? I have a 600 CF on my 360. Right there, you don't have enough carb. You 750 and 800 Edelbrock is just about ideal for a 360 Mopar.
Okay. What makes an engine main cap walk? Mainly 440s.
Detonation.
There you go.
Detonation. It loosens up that whole area. If you get a big block that has goes through any period of sustained detonation, you'll see it'll actually, you can take the cap, you can unbolt the cap. Normally you got you take the bolts out the cap and you got to tap it loose. And if the motor's been through a period of detonation, you can just take that cap and just lift it off. There's no, it doesn't fit down into those grooves anymore.
You have another 34 hours to go. No, that's not this one. That's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. We're doing a 36
hour
Uncle Tony's. I'm going to wrap this up here in a few minutes here.
Yeah.
We're almost up for 2 hours.
It's still hot out.
Yeah, it's hot, right?
Quiet.
So yeah, 36 hours starting Saturday at lunchtime, Labor Day weekend. We're going to finish it up Sunday night at midnight. So it's 36 hours straight. It's Uncle Tony-thon, and we're doing this to raise money for Keno's Animal Sanctuary. If you don't know who they are, watch the video, A Day in the Life of the Dog Father.
Yeah, and we're going to put up their PayPal address.
They'll have their PayPal address, so you guys will be sending money directly to them.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you huff nitrous a lot? I've huffed a lot of nitrous.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
What do you mean, no, I haven't? How many empty cans of whipped cream?
Whipped cream? That doesn't even count.
It's
36 hours is going to be epic. Oh, my God.
She's all freaked out.
I am freaked out. I am. A little bit. I'm not going to do 36 hours.
What trans is in the 74 Duster? It's a 3-speed, an A230 3-speed.
How much water weight have you lost in that Tennessee night? A lot. We're sweating like crazy. Uncle Tony for president. Oh, that would be a bad thing. Let's see. No, I'm not going to be up for 36 hours. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, she's going to abandon me.
Oh, right.
That's
like
fine.
I abandoned you. Oh, come on. You're so dramatic.
More lamb chop, please. You're getting more lamb chop. Don't worry. You have lamb chop overkill. Yeah, we want to try and
get him on some of the lives. He was just really busy today, so we're going to try and get him in on some of those.
Lamb Chops World, right? So, if you haven't subscribed over there, go to Lamb Chops World and subscribe.
Okay. How many cigarettes in 36 hours?
A fuck ton. A metric fuck ton.
Oh my goodness, Tony.
Thank you, Alexandra.
Thanks for the tip, Tony. I found a car at 2-door with no rust for $7,000. Nice.
Nice. I mean, it seems like a lot, but it's actually not for a good solid.
No rust. That's a good price. I've seen rust buckets going for that much. Want to see some steaks on the grill? We'll have to get some meat. Okay.
Can a Bolt 904 handle 500 horsepower? Absolutely.
79 Tasman says there's no way you're going to stay up for 36 hours. You're crazy.
Watch me.
Oh, how are you going to do that? Look, my eyes twitching just thinking about it.
Back in the nitro days, I used to go 3, 4, 5 days with no sleep, no food, no nothing, just work and drive. So it's like to sit here for 36 hours is not a big deal.
Any plans on doing any minty vids with Peg from Zip Ties and Biosplice?
We asked
him, right? We asked him if he wanted to collaborate, and he says like he doesn't know how. We don't know how either.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we got to work on it.
Zip Ties, we got to get together, man. We definitely got to do something. I just don't know what.
Yeah, we have to figure out the whole collaboration thing. Take your vitamins, Tony. Yeah. Okay. I'd just like to find a non-rusty AMC Gremlin for like $4,000. Know of any? A Gremlin?
Not offhand.
No, not offhand. How long are you streaming for? You're almost done, right?
Wow. Yeah, we're almost at the 2 hour mark. We're going to wrap it up soon.
That's a Coke to stay up for 36 hours.
All right, let's see. Whoever brings over what.
Nobody's bringing anything. Oh, no.
Strippers and blow.
No. Brew2L wants to collaborate with you. We really don't know how to collaborate. Like, we're trying to collaborate with Neil from Stickman's Garage.
Yeah.
And
We're still, we've only been doing this
yeah, in a year, guys. Like we don't really know what we're doing.
from a public venue. That's not a bad
We
idea.
can do that. We can move around. But you know what? I think they only let you go live for 8 hours at a clip.
They only record for 8 hours at a clip.
But you can go live for
Yeah,
36.
you go live for as long as you want.
Okay. So we can actually move around. We don't have to stay
Yeah.
here. We can drive places.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
You can do live test drives. We can go to dealerships. You want to do that?
You're a Fox Betty guy. Would love to pick my brain. You do not want to pick my brain. You want to pick Neil's brain. Stickman's Garage. He is the Fox Betty guy. I was only in it for a year, man. That was it.
Yeah, Neil knows a lot. Oh, let's see.
Good night, Charlie.